For more than 20 years, CTV has captured the moments that matter in our community. From our studios in St. Clair, you're watching Focus with Paul Dingeman.
Well, welcome back to the first part of July. We are having great fun. The fireworks display in the city of St. Clair was spectacular this last week. And tens of thousands of people arrived and left very patiently. It was a good show and a good evening for everybody. Coming up just around the corner out in Goodles Park is a wonderful, wonderful thing that's been going on for years and years and years. It's the 4-H and Youth Fair at the Goodles Park, and we are honored to have some ambassadors with us again this year. Beginning down on the end, we've got an ambassador with a crown, and her name is Isabella. No, that's over here. Yeah, Isabella Stahl. Nice to see you. Welcome back to the. Oh, you haven't been here before.
Yes, I have.
You have. Oh, nice to see you. Talk to me about this year's fair, and talk to me about what your entries are.
I am showing rabbits and KV, which are guinea pigs, and I show still exhibits such as arts, crafts, and photography.
Wow. How many total things are you going to enter?
A lot.
A lot?
I think I have 37 projects.
37? When do you have time to sleep?
I don't know.
That takes an awful lot of time. Do some of them overlap?
Some of them, yes. Sometimes my still exhibits that go over top of my rabbits, so I have to have somebody bring up my rabbits to the table for me, and then I help when I can.
Why did you pick so many? Would it be better to narrow down to one or two?
It would be. My main two are rabbits and guinea pigs, but I am going for Exhibitor of the Year this year at Fair.
Wonderful.
And the more projects I have, the better of chance I have at winning it.
Have you been in that competition before?
Almost every year, as a real 4-H'er, you are entered.
Okay. Wonderful. Okay. Well, we'll come back to you and find out more about the show itself in just a second. But next to you is Douglas. Douglas, how many years have you been involved in 4-H?
Since I was a Clover Sprout, which is probably like 5 years.
About
I think
5 years?
Yeah.
And what are your projects?
I show a steer, which is a cow.
Right.
Pigs, lambs, and ducks. And then I do still exhibits such as canning, and baking, and art, and a few
What do you
others.
bake?
Anything that you can imagine.
Cookies?
Yeah.
All right.
Cookies, cupcakes.
Now, the big question is, does the steer like your cookies?
I don't think we'd ever try that.
Yeah, you never tried that.
No.
Talk to me about your steer. How big is your steer? How old is your steer?
By the time the fair comes around, he'll weigh between 1,400 and 1,500 pounds.
What's he eat?
A mixture of corn and other ingredients.
1,400 to 1,500 pounds.
Yep.
And has he been a good boy?
Yeah.
He behaves?
Yep.
He doesn't cause trouble in the yard?
Nope.
The barn? Okay. How long have you been in? Is steers one of the best things you'd like to do?
Yes.
And why is that?
Because it's big and it's fun.
Good. Okay. And next we have Gwyneth. Welcome back to the Focus Show. You were here before as an intermediate ambassador of the 4-H. What's happening this year with you?
Well, this year I'm doing rabbits, KVs, dogs, poultry, like my chickens, and I'm gonna try to show goats this year.
Okay. And there's the fair right up. We got it up on the screen. That's the Goodles County Fair grounds, and there's plenty of parking and plenty of places. It looks like people can camp there too. Wow. Okay. Well, let's go back to you. I'm sorry to interrupt. So you've got a number of entries too. What's your favorite entry?
Probably rabbits.
Probably rabbits. How many rabbits do you have?
28.
28. Wow. That's got to keep you busy. Just chasing them around the yard. How do you contain them? You got them in a kennel, or what would you call it?
We got stacks of cages. There's 3 cages in each stack, and we have like at least 9 rows, I think, of 3. Some have 4.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Do they get out and get to roam around during the day?
Sometimes I'll take them out. Like I have a hopping rabbit. Like I get little cat leashes and I put them on, and they can hop over, like sticks and stuff.
Right. And a junior ambassador, fairly new to 4-H, is Brooke. Brooke, talk to me about what you're going to enter.
I am going to enter rabbits, cats. I'm going to do some still exhibits such as photography, baking, a scrapbook.
Do you have one project you like more than others?
I like to show my cat.
Okay. How old's your cat?
My cat is about 4 years old.
And what color?
He is a mix of gray and black.
Can you really train cats?
Cats like to be independent.
Okay.
They'll listen when they want to listen, but he usually does really good at fair.
Okay. I'm going to go back and ask you all, why do you like 4-H? Why do you like 4-H?
I like 4-H because it opens you to so many new things that you wouldn't have been able to try before.
Anyone in particular that it introduced you to that you like best?
I wouldn't have thought that I could show my cat before, but once I joined in 4-H and I found out I could show my cat, I started training him right away.
What does he do? Does he jump through hoops?
He doesn't do that, but he lets me like examine him. Like he lets me check his coat, his teeth.
Okay, all right. And Gwyneth, tell me about why you like 4-H.
I think it's an opportunity to do other things, like if you don't like doing sports or anything like that,
Yeah.
just another thing to do to keep you busy in the summer and during like any time. It's just really fun.
Let me go back. What grade and what school?
I am going into 7th and I go to Yale Junior High.
Going into 8th, and I'm going to Marysville Middle School.
Okay. And Douglas, talk to me about why you like 4-H and where you're at in school.
I like 4-H because it opens you up to so many more opportunities. Like when I get older, there are many scholarship opportunities for colleges.
That's important. What grade and where do you go to school?
I am going into 7th grade and I go to Fort Gratiot Middle School.
Okay. And down on the end, we have Isabella. Then talk to me about why you like 4-H.
I like 4-H because it lets you learn new skills like responsibility, and you can, like he said, get scholarships for new colleges.
Great. And what grade in school?
I'm going into 7th and I go to Croslex.
Okay. So we got a wide variety of schools and grades. Now let's get to the important part. Talk to me about the 4-H and Youth Fair. Is July 16th through the 21st. What's happening? You want to tell me, who wants to tell me about all the different events that are happening? You want to start?
Sure. One of the things they do is the rodeo.
Yeah.
They ride bulls. They have cowboys that herd cows.
Whoa, that's fun. Douglas, what makes the fair good for you?
So all the market animals are sold for auction on Thursday.
Even your steer?
Yep.
Oh, that's gotta hurt.
On Thursday the 19th.
But you'd like to see the money go back into the 4-H program. And the meat and the produce is always very, very good.
Yes, and it goes right to the buyer like about 2 weeks after.
Okay.
And anything over market value is a tax deduction.
Oh,
but
wonderful.
if you donate the whole entire purchase to a charity like Mid-City Nutrition,
Right.
the whole entire purchase is a tax deduction.
Wow.
For your business or yourself.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. How about you there, dear?
I like the talent show because anyone could enter and they can do. I like watching it. I've been in it twice, but I like watching.
What did you do in the talent show?
I think the first year I did hula hoops, like a hula hoop routine, and then anyone can enter. You don't have to be in 4-H. Like one year there was a really
You mean
cool.
I can go and enter and sing a song?
You have to be a youth, but.
Oh, well, if I sang, the whole room would empty.
Yeah.
So.
And there was one year where a band played, and it was really fun, like to listen to.
Good. And how about you, Brooke? Anything spectacular at the fair that you like?
On Tuesday, they do Kids Day, and they get to do, like, you can bring your kid, and they get to do, like, scavenger hunts. They get to get some candy. They get to do some bubble things. And it's just really fun because on Tuesday you can bring your kids, and they get to do all sorts of cool things.
Okay, it's the 16th through the 21st of July. And who wants to tell me about the time? Do you know the times of when it's open and kind of stuff? Let's see here. It's a daily admission, $7 per person, $50 a weekly pass. And what time is it open all day? Yep, open all day. So, and is the parking free? Yep, parking is free. All right. So everybody, any other words or comment about the 4-H? Go ahead.
There's also a carnival.
Oh, okay.
You can buy a mega pass. In advance, it's $60, and at the fair, it's $70. For a one-day pass for all rides, it's $25, and on Kids Day, it's $1 per ride.
Okay. Anybody else got a comment? Brooke, you want to say anything final about about being a junior ambassador? When do you become an intermediate ambassador? Next year?
Yep, next year.
And you guys are intermediate ambassadors. When do you become seniors? A couple years?
Yeah, a couple years.
Couple years? Okay. You can have another steer next year?
Yep.
Okay.
Every year.
Very nice to see you again. Welcome to the Focus Show, sir.
Thank
Nice to see you. Welcome back. You guys are always welcome to come back and tell us about the wonderful 4-H fair and 4-H and youth fair. Have I got that upside down? 4-H and youth fair. We'll be back with our next guest in just a second. Welcome back. It's time of the year when there are lots of golf outings, but there's a brand new one that you're going to want to hear about. Mr. Dennis Askew.
Hi, Paul.
St. Mary's first annual golf outing.
Yeah.
And the Richard Yeaman from
How are you,
the Parish Life, not Parish, but Parish Life,
The right parish.
director at St. Mary's Catholic
Thank you.
Church
Good to see
across
you
the
again.
street. Nice to see you. Talk to me, gentlemen. This is something new.
Something new. So we're excited about this first annual event. It's a real community building opportunity for us. It's a great value in the fact that it's less than $70 per golfer.
Oh, that's because some of them get pretty expensive.
Some of them get expensive. That's an inclusive number. So that means your longest drive, your closest to the hole, the 18 holes in cart, the gourmet lunch, the hot dog at the turn, the driving range, all in for less than $70 a person.
First question, what's the date?
August 11th.
August 11th.
August
That's
11th.
a Thursday?
It's a Saturday.
Saturday, okay.
And it's going to be held this year at Leaning Tree Golf Course, so
Nice course.
out near Smith's Creek. Mike is the new owner of Leaning Tree, and he comes from a food background. He owns Chaps in Armada and Chaps 2 in Richmond, right? And so he's bringing his expertise to that element of Leaning Tree. And then he's also heavily invested or reinvested into Leaning Tree. So the course is looking great. The amenities are fantastic. The meal is going to be really a gourmet lunch. So we're excited about it. I think it's a great value.
Of course, it's got to be in great shape with all the rain we've had.
Sure, weather's really helped us.
You know, hasn't helped us breathe and walk around, but it's helped the grass.
It has. So, yes.
And Richard, talk to me about what's going on with you at the parish. What's the?
Well, last time we spoke, I think, was about the festival last year.
Yeah.
So this event, just like the festival, we're really trying to focus on community building.
Right.
With St. Mary's for the community for St. Mary's.
Right.
As far as the golf, I'm not a big golfer, but I know Denny and Father Michael are going to teach me how. But as you can tell, I am a big eater.
They need somebody to drive the golf cart.
Exactly.
And that is a very critical job.
Great.
I'd put my hand up for that one.
Woo!
There are sponsorship opportunities. So
Oh.
when we talk about beverage carts and we talk about the event sponsorship or the tees and the greens, I mean, it's a real economical way to get your name or your business. If you're running for a political office, if you have an event of your own that you would like to advertise, tees and green sponsorship are $100 each. So it's, and you're going to have 100 golfers see that sign. We're going to bring the signs in off of the course after the outing. So the folks who are at the luncheon, and you can join us just for the luncheon portion of it, if you're not a golfer. So a lot of folks, just a lot of visibility for $100.
Good. In golf, it's always a fun day for somebody to get away, and
Right.
and an easy way to raise some money and a lot of work, put it on.
It's a good, so you get out of it what you put into it, right? So we've got a great team working on this, from the sponsorship development through the selling of the foursomes. So we've got the staff to make it happen. It's a scramble format. So even if you're not a scratch golfer or consider yourself an aficionado, it's a good way to have fun, to network, to join part of the community event. So with a best ball format, everyone hits the tee shot, and then they go to the best shot. The other 3 golfers pick up their ball and they move forward. So it's a faster moving outing, not a lot of pressure, and it's about having fun and raising some funds for continued community involvement and benefits.
Your title is Parish Life Director. What's that include?
Basically all of parish life. So I help Denny with the fundraising. I help Father with the ministerial portion.
So you're busy.
Yeah, it doesn't stop, but it's beautiful. The St. Mary's community is a great community. Yeah.
So Richard's been very effective in communication, in the fish fry, and the parish festival, all the behind-the-scenes things.
You got to have that.
It's just been a great asset for us to have Richard on staff and really help coordinate and communicate.
Okay. All right. So now there's some sponsorship opportunities.
It's true.
$2,500 for the event sponsor. A gourmet beverage cart, snack at the turn, longest drive, all those wonderful things, all available. How do I get this information?
So you'll be seeing this posted on Channel 6.
Right.
Thank you, Paul.
Yep.
But it'll be posted throughout the community. We'll have it on our social media. They can certainly get a hold of the rectory, which is probably the easiest way to get a hold of somebody, and they can direct them to myself or any of the other volunteers working on it.
Okay. All right. And of course, Fall Festival preparations are in progress.
Well
ready.
underway. We have our kickoff meeting coming up this Thursday, or I'm sorry, next Thursday.
Is there any truth to rumor? I heard Dennis Askew is going to be the chairman this year.
Boy, that's a new one. I may show up in the dunk tank, but I don't think I'll be the chairperson.
So that was a bad rumor. That was fake news.
Vicious.
Fake news.
Fake news, vicious rumor, yes.
Well, we'll let you come back and tell us who actually is involved in that as we get closer. But
good deal.
That's a huge tradition in the St. Clair, St. Mary's arena, and we want to help promote that. So, Dennis?
Paul, thanks for everything.
Good seeing you.
Thanks a lot, Paul.
Not a problem. That's about it for this July edition of the Focus program. Thanks very much for tuning in. Till next week, I'm Paul Dingaman. See you soon.
Thanks for watching Focus with Paul Dingaman. Focus is produced at the CTV Community Television Studios in St. Clair. For over 20 years, CTV has captured the moments that matter to our community.